Zendaya has done it again, this time for the New York premiere of the Odyssey. Gagged. Jewelry was very, very simple, but honestly good because she's got this whole feather situation going on, which I love. She's giving angel. I cannot pronounce this for the life of me, but this is the designer, and Chopard, that's not my tax bracket. They were the jewelry designer for her gorgeous earring. Lainey Gossip also came out with this article, and I was thinking, ooh, a negative piece about Zendaya. But this article instead was Matt Damon's way of praising Zendaya. Now, it's taken a little bit out of context here, but what he's saying is Christopher Nolan, the director of the Odyssey, had never given out more than a good moving on type of praise. But when it came to Zendaya, he gave out perfect. And he goes on to say, Tom Holland and I were obsessed with the fact that she got perfect. I've never gotten even a great, and she got perfect. Him and I about it for the rest of the film. But I think Matt Damon is unintentionally giving away the fact that men should not be leaders in any type of industry because they do not have the emotional capacity to give good actual insight of how well someone is doing. No matter how hard you tell me you can work a job without getting praise, you can't. It is human nature to want a little bit of praise, to want a little bit of feedback, if that's positive and that's negative. But men can't do that because they don't have the emotional capacity for it, meaning they shouldn't really be leaders. And before you all come in and say, oh, but they create amazing films. Yeah, they might create amazing films, but could you imagine the films that women would create considering the fact that we've never really had the same opportunities as men, especially women of color, to direct films or even be in the film industry? You only have to look as far as The First Ever Wears Prada, where Meryl Streep should have embodied Anna Wintour, but actually she embodied male directors that she has worked with in the past. Disruptive, rude, dismissive, doesn't give good feedback, doesn't even give good direction. They just expect you to keep up and figure it out. I low-key think Matt Damon is unintentionally saying that. So when the film industry gets taken over by women, because hopefully it will we have films that are way more speaking to human emotion and have a broader emotional capacity than the white male directors who currently are dominating the film industry? Hopefully. Matt Damon also goes on to praise Tom and Zendaya, saying they deserve each other, they're the two loveliest people. I absolutely adore Tom and Zendaya together, but also he goes on to say they're very accomplished for how young they are. I even forget that we are only a couple years apart, Zendaya, Tom and I don't like to think about that at all.